Hey everyone, this is Alona and I'm back with another episode of Boku No Hero Academia Class 1A, Who's the Strongest? Previous episode we went from 20 to number 11 and we're gonna continue here from character number 10 to number 1. And number 10 is actually one of my favorite characters, Tsuyu Asui. What I think her ability, of course, I mean she is adorable, I love the character, concept of her and all that. Do I think her ability is actually quite versatile? I think she has lots of power to utilize, especially if she get to decide her own environment, which I think would be worth, because considering that her ability to fight and swim is very strong as well. And even on land she has lots of power to use. With her tongue, her ability to jump, she can produce toxin, even if it's not very strong and probably useless by now, but I think that is something that can definitely get stronger and all of that. So I'm really curious. And I wonder actually if she actually can get claws. And before I want to say like, what? Frog? Claw? Are you stupid? There is actually a certain frog that can get small claws out of their tips that I can use to defense. There is actually, I don't remember the name of that frog, but I'm gonna check that up. But I really like this character and hopefully she will get more spotlight and we'll get to see how strong she can really be. Number 9 is the hardest of guys. That didn't sound good at all. And I think his character is pretty cool and all that. He's very high powered and like, oh yeah, we gotta do this. But I don't know how strong his ability is and how hard he can become. It sounds so wrong when I say it like that. Eijiro, juice harden! He is a freaking Pokemon. Eijiro Kirishima, the Pokemon that can harden himself like a Metapod. But I think he has lots of powers. I don't know how far his harden ability can go. But I think there is lots of possibility to that. While I think that is pretty strong, the main drawback I would say is that he doesn't seem to be the most intelligent character. He seems to be like, yeah, do it by the now, so to speak. He's like, yeah, jump right into this. I have no idea, but I do it yet because it's fun or cool or something like that. Not that I think that is a weakness in a sense. It can both be a strength and a weakness, definitely. But I think he's quite strong and definitely climb the list as season 2 coming. I need to watch it very soon. I'm so excited. Mashirao Ojiro. Main reason why I place him that high up actually is because he was alone against lots of villains, and while he said like I only used guerrilla attack, the hit and run, do I think that showing prowess? He's obviously agile, he's strong, he's smart, and he's keeping his head calm. He was able to do that and managed to do it pretty well. And I think that is actually a very strong thing to do. I'm still not sure about his quirk, what it actually is, but it's something beast, you know. Smart enough at least to play it cool. I think that is very impressive. As well as he was doing the second test and Todoroki froze and all that, he didn't act rash or anything like that. He knew like, okay, I got defeated. I play smart, I take it easy, we can't win against this guy. And I think that shows a great level of maturity and a good head on his shoulders. So I think it's pretty good up there. Number 7, I placed Kyoka Jiro. I think her ability is pretty cool and it's pretty sound and healthy. Bet you never heard about that joke before. Oh gosh. Putting all side jokes to mute, and this character, I think she is a very interesting character. Her ability is very interesting and I think there is a lot of versatility to it, and using it well, she have a very big area where she have great control, being able to listen and spot enemies way before they spot her and things like that. Using that to her advantage. As well, using sound like that, being able to use sound blasts, that is actually quite powerful. I mean, sound can affect so freaking much. From balance, from, I mean, ability to even move. I mean, it can crush, it can cause so much damage. And she is pretty clever. She knows, she's using her mind pretty well. I mean, she literally used Denki as a living stun gun. That was pretty fun. She seemed to be a bit hot-headed, but very calm. I mean, obviously not Katsuki level of hot-headed, but still she seemed very calm and able to not letting the emotion get the best of her, at least most of the time from what I've seen. Start your engines! It's Tenya Iida. I mean, honestly, I love this character. I think his ability is super cool. But I do think there is more to his ability than I've been showing so far. And considering I think he's rather talented. He is pretty smart. He's very strict, though. He has this weird strict mentality. Do I think that he definitely can climb even higher on this list? Or maybe he will drop down compared to other characters. But with his powers, ability to utilize speed and getting very fast, I can definitely see him being a strong character. Showing great commitment to this call that he has, that he wants to be a hero, as well caring for so many others. He has great leadership and all that. So he definitely is, for me, a strong character. Even if maybe not strong alone, him working to others and being a leader and being there definitely is a strong ability in my book. Number 5 is Momo Yaoyorozu. I can't pronounce that name in quick session, if so my life depended on it. Actually, in my first notes, I've put her as one of the top 3. And the main reason why she dropped a little bit is because I know so little about her abilities, but I do know that she can create any sort of inanimate object. Depending on the size and all that, it can take time. Obviously, we saw that with a big rubber piece that she put on her to protect her and Kyoka from Denki's lightning. That she is insane smart. She has been showing that she knows about things. She's very weighted. She is very clever. She knows about all these things. She's learning. She's a very good leader as a classroom himself as well. Being able to use her ability to great extent, and obviously she need to know about the very molecule about the things she make out of her body. All that definitely makes her an powerful character. And the only reason why I put her a bit lower on the list is mainly that I think she can get easily overpowered by a strong character that have lots of strength and lots of speed that she can't simply overpower and not outplay. So that is why I put her on number 5, but I still think she is a very interesting and very strong character. And number 4 is a black horse, or a black bird actually, but Fumikage Tokoyami. And the main reason why I place him there is he is a character I do know very little about. He is still a bit of unknown to me. But I get this feeling that he's a very strong character. He have weird shadow abilities that I'm actually a bit nervous and excited about seeing more of. And he seems to simply be a very strong individual character. I don't know how well he will fight with others, if he is good at that, or he will be a lone wolf kind of character. And I'm curious to see how far he will go in showing his abilities and who he actually is. I mean, I'm really curious about this guy, definitely. Actually, I'm curious about everyone, but there is something with this guy that makes me put him pretty high on this list. Artist of Lost guy, Katsuki Bakugo. Seriously, this dude, we have been seeing a lot of his ability, definitely, and he is strong, and he is driven by his own pride and ego. He being able to blow things up, his abilities, I freaking love it. He's a really cool character, and I do think that there is a limit to what he can do. He's been outplayed by Deku a couple of times. That is why he's placed free on this list. And Katsuki, what I think is a very awesome character, and there will be definitely lots more development of him. Do we have the problem that he's very hot-headed? He acts on instinct, by rage. He's fueled by his emotions. And but that also can be a very strong weapon at some points. I do think that most of the time right now, it has been backfired, literally, at him compared to the other characters. And he haven't really done too well about it. But I do think there is lots of things that he will definitely evolve, seeing how much he have done so far in Season 1. And on place number 2 is the main protagonist, the character's face, Izuku Midoriya. And seriously, the main reason why I place him so incredibly high up is obviously his power all might. While he can't really use it yet, it's shown that it is insane. He can do so much insane things with it. And his natural reaction to act towards fear and danger, mainly to save others, I think I place that very high. And actually, what I think is very interesting with this character is that he is really smart. I mean, he's not a super genius, but he's very analyzing the situation and opponents and people around him. I think that is a very great strength. I mean, obviously the main reason why he was able to fight Bakugo and defeat him. I'd say right away that he defeated him like that. Even if Katsuki probably would blow him away in the end, because he couldn't fight. I mean, using All Might, he breaks down his body. But he managed to do that simply because he have seen Katsuki, how he fight. And obviously he known him for a long time, so he knew more than well how to counter him. And if Deku get the chance to analyze his opponents before getting overpowered, it's a great chance Deku definitely will be overpowering them, because honestly, using his ability like that is super strong. Though, as mentioned, at the moment he haven't managed to control his strength using this, so he's very limited with that. And it will all go like, either he managed to do it, defeating using this strong ability, or he will fuck it up, break down, and the opponent will obviously use that. So I think that makes him a very interesting character, and it still hurts to just see him breaking his leg, fingers and arms, all that, but he is definitely a very interesting character. I really adore him, and I think he's super sweet. So I'm excited to see how far he will get in Season 2, definitely. And number 1 on this very list of LanokirX is Shoto Todoroki. And it might surprise many that I put in number 1 on my list, but there's a couple of reasons why I did that. One is that he seemed rather level-headed. He doesn't act on sudden emotions and things like that. He is very chill. And while he's a bit creepy character, he's a bit different. He obviously acts on logic. He thinks things through. He knows. And then of course he simply overpowered with his ability, being able to cause so much ice so easy. He even caused this damage on Nomu. And knowing that, what we saw, that I honestly think he could actually kill Nomu. Though only, of course, if he had the chance of surprise, which he did have there. And definitely he could cause even more damage. He had very, very strong ability with ice. He could froze literally an entire building in an instant and stop. Now I need to see what was the names. Toru and Mashirao. I said I'm still running some of the names there, and I'm sorry about that. But seeing that is insane. He can cause so much damage instantly, either focusing it, showing that he had great control of his abilities, and secondly, it's not his only ability to cause ice. He have heat as well. And the very fact that Nomu's arm and leg became completely frozen solid and ripped off from his body, showing the instant cold, how powerful it is actually. And knowing that they also have heat, I don't know how strong that is. We didn't see much, but I do think there is more to it, and he have very interesting firepower as well, considering how strong his ice ability is. I don't know how much he can use it. He probably can use it for defense. Obviously, he's not affected by cold, and probably he can use fire as well, because he have both cold and heat. Using the cold abilities, how strong his heat abilities will be in simple yin-yang system there, it also insane strong. He have versatility with fire and ice. That is insane, and I think this character is definitely one of the strongest one out there. So I'm really curious to see more about him and what he can do. And we will see how strong he is in Season 2. And this list will definitely be changed upon that, definitely, as I learn more about the characters and their strengths and weaknesses. So I will probably look back and wonder, how stupid am I? And I would probably redo this list after watching Season 2 before I'm watching Season 3. So we're gonna see how wrong or right I am. And even if I am right on something, there is probably mostly my opinions, my thought, because there's so many things that affect how strong a character is, what their weaknesses are, and how it works with the quirks and all of that. But this will be enough of this video, and I will be back with more Boku No Hero Academia Season 2 very soon, of course. So thank you everyone, remember to comment, share, subscribe, like for more, it means super much to me, and I will do my best to be back here with more. So see you later on, and most of all though, have a continuous super great day.